Hey everyone, Chris here. Thanks for joining me on this video where we're doing a little bit something different. As you can see, got my Santa around. It's Boxing Day of recording this, so I hope you've all had a lovely Christmas. Merry Christmas to you all, and Happy New Year. Thank you for joining in and tuning in and watching this. So yeah, this project is a commission build with this. So what I'm going to do is just pop up the commissioner. Lucy has reached out to me over on Instagram and asked me if I could replicate this beautiful looking 370. So I said yeah, sure, and I've done my best, and so yeah, this video is going to be a little bit different, as I'll be popping up like sort of reference photos along the way, just to show you what I've done to try and get it as close to Lucy's 70 as much as possible. So yeah, this Tamiya kit is actually a really nice kit. It's the first time I've built a 370, and fortunately, because it's a Tamiya kit, it obviously mostly went together very nicely. There has been a few modifications, alterations slightly, obviously from the stock, because as you've seen, she doesn't own a stock 370. So enough about me, enough about this. Let's get into it and see what I've done. So here we have, we're going to start out a little bit backwards with this video. Normally I do with the body, the interior, and then the chassis and things like that. But I wanted to go backwards this time and save the bodywork till last. Obviously at the time of this video going out, Lucy's already got the 370. So hopefully I can, at the end of this video, add some photos of the model with the real thing. So yeah, let's get into it. So with the chassis, I was given a bit of free rein to do, as I pleased really. She just wanted a little bit of white, some white accents. So I've used some of the Audi Glacier white that Lucy had provided for the wheels and the spoilers and the wing mirrors. She also provided the body colour and some BMW gold for the brake calipers. So apart from obviously part of the subframe, some of the white items, or you can see all those. That's the white, that's the Audi Glacier white. But the rest, obviously, we've got Surfacer 1500 black. I've actually used some of my AK markers, so I used a dark aluminium on this subframe. The exhaust system back box, that's all postcode chrome. Again, some more AK dark aluminium just on these. On the diff and the heat shields as such, that was a plain marker silver. So yeah, it was quite, more than what I'd normally do detail wise, but it was nice, it went together lovely, and yeah, happy days. However, kit wheels. So initially we wasn't going for kit wheels. We wanted to actually swap the wheels out for a new set. Lucy was looking at getting on her 370 some Emotion 2CPs. So we got some. We found a 3D file. With a massive thank you to CubeJam, who got these files downloaded and then printed and sent out. I got round to getting them painted up, put them on, and unfortunately, due to the size of the wheels, they don't actually fit around the disc rotors and calipers of the kit product. So for now, it is just going to be the standard kit wheels, as is the actual car wheels, painted in the Audi Glacier white. But in the very near future, we will be sourcing a bigger and better set of the Emotion 2CPs, and we want to get those on there. They do look really nice, they work really well on the car, the white and the chrome barrel. Yeah, we really like it. So yeah, but that's the chassis. That's that. Like I say, the exhaust tips aren't on yet because I'm waiting to get the body shell on to the chassis and then get the exhaust tips fitted, and because they're a little bit bigger than the actual kit ones, so I don't want to stick them on now to find out they're too long to then have to start making modifications after the body's on. Removing them, try and put them back on again. It'd be easy to leave the tips off for now, get the body on, and then make any modifications needed before securing the tips on. So that's the chassis. Now we're getting to replication of the 370. So with the interior, there we go. And let's just get this up here. So if we get my torch on. So what I'm going to do, just kind of pop up some pictures of Lucy's interior, and the most standout item for me is the gear knob. So this is completely manufactured by myself. It wasn't too tricky, to be fair. It's the first time I've tried it, and to be honest, I quite enjoyed the process of creating this gear knob. And all I did was I got a clear piece of sprue, and then with a 180 sanding sponge, sanded the top and the bottom, tapered it, and then sanded it back up with a 3000 grit sanding sponge, and then a 12,000 to really buff it up, get that shine back. And then just used a mixture of Citadel purple and pink and white to try and replicate the flower within the water, and then speckled some gold and silver around the gear knob to try and replicate that gear knob itself. Also trying to replicate the steering wheel. The Z sticker was actually silver, so I just put a bit of, I think it was bronze or copper over that, just to give it that sort of bronzy colour. And then just touched up some of the purple within the interior to try and match closely as possible to the interior of Lucy's 370, plus the purple along the back there. So yeah, that is the body colour. That is the interior. Super happy with that. It's not 100% perfect, but you know, it's quite difficult to get that perfect sort of sizing and whatever else when you're shrinking it down to the 24th scale. But I think for me, I'm really happy with that. It's the first time I've really tried to copy to as close as possible the interior of a vehicle. So yeah, it was, do you know what? A really nice little interior tub from Tamiya. It went together really nicely. Obviously with that gear knob, all I did was, like I say, with the actual clear bit to create that, to create the shaft, I just found this like a spare aerial, like a thin piece of, just a thin rod part from out the spares box, and just slightly drilled open the gaiter, just to make sure it's slotted in, fits in there perfect, glued that in place, and then yeah, so that is one interior. The rest of it went together really nicely. The seats went in, and you've got this part here that goes in separate. You've got the handbrake and the dash. And then you've got the two side sort of panels on either side. You've got the door cards. And I went with an anthracite flocking as over a black, just so it stood out a little bit, just so you can see it a bit instead of getting lost. It doesn't stand out too much, but it's not hidden, and it's just nice to see that little bit of work. So that's the chassis, that's the interior. Let's go look at the body. There we have it, one 370 body. Now I've done the best as I can to replicate it as much as I can, and for the eagle-eyed, the body is obviously, this is the standard kit, whereas Lucy's, she's actually got the Amuse rear bumper, and there's a front lip, and the skirts, those I couldn't find to replicate, unfortunately. However, we did find the Amuse rear spoiler, which will be soon going on the actual 370, so we managed to get that painted up. Again, same with the wheels, we went with the Audi Glacier white for the wing mirrors, the spoiler, to match the actual 370 itself. Also, I just want to give a massive shout out to GSG Models. It's been a massive help in getting these number plates designed up for me. He sent me the file and I printed them off, give them a clear coat on some clear decal paper, and they have gone down very nicely indeed, including the banner across there. He's managed to design that with a cherry blossom in. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much, mate. It looks fantastic. With regards to the white banner, all I used is quite simply some white electrician's tape or something along those lines. I got a little bit of masking tape, applied some masking tape, got the sort of size I wanted, removed that, put it on the white tape, cut it out, put it on, tuck the white tape in, and it looks the absolute business. The front and back Nissan emblems, they were chrome stickers, but I'll give them a bit of white paint. And as for the headlights, painted them white and then touched up using some of the twilight purple, the lenses covers as such, to match as closely to Lucy's as possible. The rear lenses, yes, these are red and not clear, but I've never seen replacements for this kit, unfortunately. But another thing I have done with this is Lucy's actually removed and deleted the rear wiper, and there's actually a cap, and that's what I've replicated just there. So it's just about the little details. So yeah, we've got a little bung, little cap where the wiper arm should be. So we've got that, trying to match as closely as possible. The side repeaters, I've just dropped some smoke on them to try and closely again as match as best as possible to the actual. And then another little bit of detail is the handle in the middle, on the interior, not the middle. So this is a Slowly's Models designed part. So many thanks Casey for getting that sorted. And do you know what? I'm really happy with how this has gone. We have it. Now we've seen the bodywork. Now we've seen the chassis. Now we've seen the interior. There's one thing left to do, and that's going to get it all put together. So let's go and do that. So there we have it. One finished 370. Absolute beautiful colour. BMW Twilight Purple with the Audi Glacier White accents. Really happy with how this has come along. Exhaust tips fit on. Fortunately, there was no modifications required. The kit tips were just awful. They're very tiny, small. So I managed to find these tips from spare Skyline GTR kits, like tuner versions, because the 370 it needs big tips. And so yeah, absolutely chuffed to bits. Again, I know it's not 100% perfect. I do apologise, but we've done as much as I could, and there we have it. So it's time to get this outside for some glamour photos and then get this over to the owner. So I just want to say a massive thank you to Lucy for reaching out to give me this opportunity to actually replicate an actual one-to-one car for the first time. Again, I know it's not 100% perfect, but I hope as close as it is alright. It's a fantastic little project to be working on. There we are. So yeah, again, a massive thank you to Cube for printing out the wheels and the spoiler. A massive thank you to GSG Models for printing out, for creating the decals for me to print off in at home. Massive thank you to Slowly's for the Suikawa, excuse the pronunciation, of the handle on the interior. Let's have a look at that just one more time. There we have it, look. Beautiful. And then, again, thank you to Lucy for this. So for providing the kit, for providing the paints, and for giving me this opportunity to build a replica of your beautiful looking car. So yes, and everyone watching, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed this little bit of a different sort of video, back to front, including some reference photos along the way. And then, so yeah, let's go and get these final photos all made up. So thank you once again, and we'll see you on the next one. All the best.